Hello. How's it going, gang? Let me also put it in the Discord before I forget. Oh. I'm gonna set up. See? As people trickle in. I've been slowly but surely working on the new MPW in 2K25. I don't know if I will have it done by the time I want it to, but if we don't get it done, if I don't get it done, I'm just going to put MPW on a hold until I get everything I need done. Realistically, all I need is at least 10 models made, and I already have, I think, 4? Technically 5, but 4, because one of them is like an alternate variant. So, and that's if those people are even going to be on the show, which I will just figure it out. It will be easier once we figure out who is most definitely on the show, because then I'll target who I want. And then we can fill in the rest there. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. I'm feeling a little bit tired myself. Haven't been feeling 100% myself recently, but when am I ever feeling 100% myself, you know? When am I feeling that? We're gonna load up the first match, get it started hot and early. Let's get it. Oh. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington. And we are starting off the beginning of yet another #1 contenders situationship, if you will. We are on the horizon of MPW Presents Last Call, where there will be a 30-participant battle royal to determine who will main event MPW Presents See You Next Time and get a title shot for their respective division, whether that be Idol, whether that be Icon Division Championship. We will have to see, but until then, we have to figure out who's going to be #1 contender going into that premium live event, and feeling strange to see him without the belt. The former MPW Icon Division champion FlairZero was decrowned at Carnal, a chaos to Greg. Tying for the most defenses was Flair. Flair held it for 20 weeks, which should be 140 days, tying the record, but not beating Zarataro's longest reigning. So, technically, FlairZero has held the championship for the longest days possible. And I didn't even explain what we're doing here, folks. That's how poorly prepared I am, as Adur Potato is going to make his way to the ring as Flair's opponent, but not just his only opponent here, because this match, much like the 30-participant Battle Royal, will be over the top rope. We are starting off hot and heavy of a night of battle royals. Over the top rope, both feet must touch the floor, and if you do, you are eliminated from the match. Last man in the ring will be the winner, and we'll move on to the #1 contenders battle royale. We'll have 2 for the Icon division, 2 for the Idol division tonight, and then next week we will have 2 and 2, and then 2 weeks from now we will determine in one final match 4 contestants to be the #1 contender for each title. Greg and Rize are going to be watching very closely as their titles could be in jeopardy. Speaking of nearly a near title win, I mean, Unchained got pretty close to getting that title in the Fatal 4-Way at Carnal Chaos, but thankfully, I mean, unluckily for Unchained, he did not pick up the win. He was very, very close in my approximation, but unfortunately couldn't pick up the win. Such a shame for UnchainedAwesome, but looking for another shot. And we're going to have to see how these 3... We have a wide variety of people. We have someone like Flair that's incredibly level-headed, maybe even hyper-focused on getting that championship back. We have someone like Unchained, the cockiness, the bravado, and then someone, the young, hungry Potato. And Flair going to immediately run out the gate straight for Unchained. Now, this match could go on for a while, or it could go on for barely any time. It is over the top rope, meaning both feet must touch the floor, and if you get sent over the top rope, you will be eliminated. And now the former champion getting dogpiled. Neckbreaker by Unchained. And now Potato's turn. Gonna pick him up, deadlift over the back. Back to belly suplex. Tries to go for that knee strike. Gets caught in an elbow for his troubles. Flair gonna send Unchained over the top rope. The first person to hold on Unchained. Barely holding on, skinning the cat, as they call it. And there's many different ways to skin a cat. Potato and Unchained working together here. Making sure that the champion, the former champion, doesn't get a title shot. Once again, an interesting combination duo here. Unchained and Potato kip up from that back elbow, and Unchained grabs Flair again. I mean, this is an expert strategy. Make it as easy as possible to get a win. Team up with another person. Turn this 1-on-1 to a 2-on-1. And I think maybe they must think that that Flair's the biggest threat. Rolls him through. Step up Inzagiri misses. Unchained off the ropes. Actually catches Potato with the leg drop. I don't even know how you do that. But is their team up already null and void, or is Potato gonna understand about the incident? Tossing him. Oh no, it's over! the battle lines have been drawn. Super kick. Of course Unchained turns on his would-be ally in this match. Doing whatever it takes to win. Picks him up on the shoulders. Cartwheel. In for that basement clothesline. Chain with that clubbing blow to the back. Potato now lighting him up with chops. Chain with the knee reversal. Potato and Chain's alliance no longer. Pulling him by both arms. Tossing him right over. The power of Potato. Flair gonna go for that suplex. Gets caught though. Chain giving him no time to breathe. Chain gonna go up. Puts him on his shoulders. Spins him around. Lands on the knee. And now Flair again, maybe looking for an elimination. No, gonna grab. Push Chain off into a combo breaker. Flair wasn't quite done and now gonna take it out on Potato. He said, don't worry, I haven't forgot about you. Picks up Potato over his shoulders. Potato doesn't want to be near those ropes that high up. And now Potato, powerful scoop slam with authority. Super kick blocked this time. Potato said, I know exactly where that's going. He's going to send Chain over the top rope. And this is where Chain could go. No, sends him back into the ring. Potato says, I'm not quite done with you yet. And now has Flair in the corner, choking him out. Scooping him up again. Fisherman Buster. Fisherman Suplex, I guess. Potato running house on the rest of the ring. Chain wisely staying under that rope. Didn't go over the top, so that means he's safe from under there. He can't get eliminated even if they push him out. But now, like I said, oh, commentator's curse. Almost there. Trying to push Potato into the ropes. Chain sends Potato in the corner. Flair sends Chain up and over. And now Flair, ooh, maybe tried something. Chain just barely slips back through the ropes. Again, off the ropes. Goes for a head kick, misses. DDT by Flair. Below zero to Chain. Taking him out. Potato back up to his feet quickly. It's gonna spin Flair around, but Flair reverses it. Below zero to Potato for his troubles. And now, a prone Chain in trouble. Maybe go for a third one. Shotgun drop kick by Chain. And a knee strike with the protected knee. Not many elimination attempts this far into the match, but certainly you got to think that these guys are going to try sooner rather than later. German suplex. Flair is fighting for his life, already worn down. Headbutt busts Flair open. Gonna send Flair into the corner, bleeding out his nose. Potato. Potato up against the ropes. Chain pulls him in for the big boot. And now going up top. Flying sheepdog headbutt. Sheepdog headbutt from Chain. Flair is bleeding. These three just want to go at it. Below zero again. Flair punishing his opponents as much as possible. And a combo breaker to Potato. No one eager for an elimination in this match that requires you to eliminate your opponent by throwing them over the top rope and both feet touching the floor, but nobody's eager to attempt that Chainmaker from Unchained. Flips him around again. And it's send him up and over. Chain, what is he looking for here? I don't know what the fuck just happened, but Unchained just eliminated himself and Potato, and Flair. I feel like we're gonna have an interesting night here, folks. Don't touch that dial, because we're going to have a very interesting night, and I'm certain we're all going to have headaches after it. We'll see you guys in the next match. Oh no, this is going to be stupid, isn't it? I don't know why. I don't know why that happened. I don't know why that would have happened, but it just didn't seem like they wanted to eliminate them, so I'll do I'll do this one, and then if it's equally weird, I might try doing it an exhibition instead and seeing if they act differently. I'm not quite sure. Because that seems, one, definitely shouldn't even happen. Two, yeah, I don't even know. Okay, let's get into it. Oh, actually, no, let's not get into it because I need to do the prediction. Just in case someone wants to do it. Let's get into it. All right, after that very interesting match, Potato's going to move on to the #1 contenders match. And we move on to the next match of the night and the first match for the Idol division. Starting with Dancing with Draven, former two-time Idol division champion. Again, this is... I said an over-the-top rope elimination match, but it seems that the rules have been changing on the fly for me because Chain definitely didn't go over the top rope. He went through the middle rope and DDT'd Flair to the floor and still got eliminated. So it assumes that it's just both feet have to touch the floor and you get eliminated. We will see how it goes this match. Draven has... The championship has evaded Draven this entire season, looking to end it on the grandest stage of online VTuber wrestling in Canada as the Idol Division champion. And one of Draven's two opponents here is gonna be almost like a red herring. The person that helped Rize keep the championship in the Elimination Chamber was an integral member of the Elimination Chamber. And Rize's right-hand gal, Ayasu. If Ayasu wins this, we could see another easy title defense for the already illustrious reign of Rize. Any means necessary just might be exactly what Rize is looking for here tonight with Ayasu. We know the rest of the Shogunate are in the back watching closely as Ayasu could go home with a #1 contender title opportunity for 2 weeks' time. And the third and final member of this unholy trio, the leader of La Primera, Emrys Morgana. Former tag team champion, first ever tag team champion, Emrys Morgana. A win here could not only mean an opportunity at the title. I mean, if you win this but lose the #1 contenders, we don't know who Bonk and Drag have to defend against. You never know what the bosses upstairs have in store and what opportunities count to what. Emrys Morgana could be looking for her first ever Idol Division championship. Not over the top rope, but through the ropes onto the floor. Get your elimination here, folks. Draven going straight for Ayasu. And unlike The icons, the idols know exactly what they want to do here. Looking for the... Ayasu at least was looking for the ropes. Emrys taking time to taunt her opponent. Forearm, flying forearm from Draven. The blues and pinks are running wild in this match. Drop toe hold into the leg lock. Trying to wear down her opponent already early in the match. Of course, a submission won't get you the win here, but will wear down your opponent. Is an effective means to do damage. Ayasu scooping and just tossing Emrys. Oh, tries to send Draven over with the clothesline. Draven reversing it up and over. Ayasu is already eliminated. That is exactly how quick it is to get eliminated in a match like this. The icons wanted to go full crazy, but it is so easy in a match like this to get sent up and over. Now it's just up to Draven and Emrys. Draven looking. Ooh, a big chop to the chest. And now stomping into Emrys. Gonna try and... I was gonna say gonna send Emrys into the ropes, but no. Now sends her up and over. Emrys in a precarious situation. Right hand misses the shoulder tackle, and Emrys back through the ropes. Safety for just a little bit longer. Chops and punches. Spinning power bomb. Explosive power bomb by Emrys. Going up top. Emrys Morgana cross body. And then off the ropes, grabs Draven into the spinning head scissor. Uppercut, trying to get her back up into that ropes again. Emrys going to send Draven against the ropes, bounces off, arm drag, tossing Draven. Now Draven sending Emrys into the corner, another swift chop. This would be Emrys' first ever Battle Royal, as big as the 30 participant Battle Royal. Coming up at last call. It is anybody's game to get their last opportunity at a championship. Draven gonna try and bring Emrys to the ropes. And Draven tossing Emrys into the ropes instead of through them. An interesting strategy. Draven going back up top. Cross body. Trying to pull her towards the ropes again, maybe for another opportunity, but Emrys gets through there. Reversal and a super kick. Handheld super kick. Gonna pull Draven to the ropes. Emrys eyeing Draven up. Spins her around. Drop toe hold again with the submission hold. A reversal from Draven. Over the top. Emrys sliding booty tackle. Getting Draven right out, just barely. Emrys Morgana secures her spot in the #1 contenders. Waiting for your opportunity to strike and taking it. That is exactly what Emrys did, and Emrys will be in the #1 contenders battle royal. But who will follow her? We will find out next. We're just keep running it and hope that they figure it out, but it does seem like they weirdly don't want to eliminate people, or something's like wrong when they go to eliminate someone. It does their like basic attack, so you just kind of gotta hope that they throw them over hard enough where they get into those positions, or they try to do a running move and get reversed, like how Ayasu got. Oh frick! Okay, 1 second. I just realized this person's not gonna have their championship. Which one to be? That phone. Everybody just do your thing. Wake up. Today's gonna be a new day. 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 Wake up. Today's gonna be a new... Oh! They actually did keep the title. That's interesting for once. Today's gonna be a new day. Wake up. Today's gonna be a new day. Set your aspirations, affirmations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, put in circulation. One step. And now, who will follow Emrys Morgana into the #1 contenders fatal four-way battle royal? MintyClovers looking to put her name back into the ring, into the hat, if you will, to get picked for that #1 contendership. And literally, this is anyone's game to earn a championship. Over the top rope. I keep saying over the top rope. I'm gonna keep saying it, but up and out of the ring. It's an easy way to get eliminated and get an elimination, so you have to play. It almost takes more skill, you'd think, than getting a triple or a pinfall 3 count or a submission hold, because it's such a flash. And MintyClovers, this woman, they are very familiar with each other. These two have gone at it many a times at a premium live event in Season 1. MamaInu looking for their first shot. Emrys Morgana hasn't gotten an Idol Division championship. Could this be MamaInu's time? As time is always counting down as we move on to the next seasons. You have one more chance to make history. To think about it in a perspective, you would be making history if you could get this championship match and win the championship, because you would be one of 3 champions in Season 2. TeaTheShiba was the first champion in Season 2. Coming into Season 2, Rize was the second and has been the second since the beginning. Over 200 days, almost a year at this point. Rize has been champion, probably a year at this point. Let me do some math here real quick, if you excuse the shuffling of papers. Sorry, I'm doing quick math. Because now I'm actually interested. I think it's 44 weeks. Yeah, just under 380 days as champion for Rize. So almost a year. Speaking of champions that have long reigns, we're looking at one of the longest reigning openweight champions of our lifetime, Usaino. Usano is the openweight champion. Recently defended openweight champion against Azanaza. Gonna have to defend it one more time before the next Premium Live event. Has held it for 77. Actually, doing the math, Usano has held the championship for 77 days, which is exactly 1 week longer than any previous champion. So Usano is the longest reigning openweight champion in history, beating Draven, Garreth, and Tyranno Maximum, creating history once again. A very impressive feat. Can they defend it for a 4th time? They still have tied for the most defenses. Hopefully I have that right. I'm pretty sure I do. 11 weeks as champion. Because the thing about them is I'm pretty sure every other champion that was the 70-day title reign won it on it, because they won it on a Premium Live event, lost it on a Premium Live event, right? Usano won it on episode 43 of season 2, and it's episode 54, theoretically, hopefully, I have that right. That would make it 11 weeks, so because they won it on an off week kind of thing in the middle of the week, they just edge out. They just barely edge out their predecessors. Usano could be the first ever dual champion in MPW history. And MamaInu wants to make sure that's not the case. Shining Wizard misses by Minty. Off the ropes, drop kick, catches him. Usano trying to bring Minty to the ropes. Usano has them eyed up, but MamaInu saves Minty. I don't know if that was on purpose or by accident. Back body drop. As everybody's just throwing hands immediately out the gate. Chops and punches by Usano in the corner. Usano looking for early eliminations already. Not wasting any time. Once again, goes for it again. MamaInu snags them again this time. And Usano said, you know what? You want to get eliminated? Fine. Usano eliminates MamaInu. That's what happens when you get in the way of MPW's own Gore Bunny Bean. Fisherman brainbuster by Minty. And a Russian leg sweep. Usano was going for the eliminations as quickly as possible, wanting to join Emrys Morgana as one half of the Fatal 4-Way, the 4-Way Battle Royal. Usano absolutely wasting no time for these eliminations. Eyeing Minty once again. Sending Minty... Oh, no. Couldn't get her up enough, but lands him on the ropes. Deadlift. Deadlift. Face plants Minty into the canvas. Usano going up top. And an elbow drop from the high red district. Usano going to all of the corners. Body stomp by Usano to put the emphasis on MintyClovers. Gonna bring her over to the ropes. Could we see Usano joining Emrys Morgana? No, can't get MintyClovers up again. Inverted DDT. Could cost Usano there, not being able to lift up MintyClovers. Oh, through the ropes. Clothesline by MintyClovers. A risky play there. Could have easily been shoved out of the ring. Off the rope. Scoops him. Usano getting into that corner. Maybe looking for the bunny hop Pele kick. Minty getting to their knees. Fighting back. Pushing Usano into that corner. Rubbing the elbow against the open mouth of Usano. Could get cut on a tooth there. MintyClovers once again through the ropes. Clothesline, but barely misses it. Just trips. That's what happens when you get too fancy with it. Minty sending Usano into the corner again. Back to the well. Minty has Usano caught up, bringing them to the ropes. MintyClovers sending Usano off the ropes. Up, off, Clover Cutter by MintyClovers. Big moves aplenty through the ropes again this time. She connects. Says, I'm going to hit it while I can. Reversal by Usano. Sling Blade rolls through into a basement drop kick. Kip up by Minty. Gonna send Usano off the ropes. Ducks under. Jumps over. Scoops her. Scoops them again. Minty sending Usano into that corner. Are we gonna go see exactly? Yes, rubbing the elbow into the face, across the face, the forearm and elbow. Like a blade. And a knee DT by Usano. Off the ropes, drop kick. Usano bunny stomp, misses this time. It's just punched in the face by MintyClovers. Usano not wanting to get anywhere near those ropes. World's fluffiest slam. Usano takes Minty to the mat. But it's not about taking them to the mat. It's about taking them to the floor in this match. Another one! The devastation from MPW's own Bunny Bean. Usano eyeing Minty up in the corner for a bunny hopping Pele kick. Bringing Minty to the ropes. Again, gonna try once again. Can't quite get Minty over. Sends Minty over. Sorry. Having a little moment there. I can feel it building. Usano, the openweight champion, the longest reigning openweight champion in MPW history, looking to be the Idol Division and dethrone the longest reigning Idol Division champion. Usano looking to make it big at last call, potentially 2 weeks from now. We'll see Usano, if Usano can win the four-way battle royal. But the real question is, who will be joining Potato after getting basically a freebie into the #1 contenders match? Who is going to be joining Potato in this next triple threat battle royal? One more, keep on waiting. And my heart keeps racing. Heart gave out on me. Tear me apart, take me away. Tell me it's all gonna be okay. I wanna feel like I'm still alive, but I'm dead inside. And this ain't enough. Part of my dreams. Alright. Let's get into the third match of the night. Or actually the fourth match of the night. Ho. It is time for our main event of the evening, the fourth and final three-way battle royal for this week's episode of MPW. Former two-time champion TheSleepyPengu looking to earn his spot in the Icon Division #1 contender battle royal. He's got to go through one battle royal to get to the other one, and it hasn't been a great night for former champions. Unchained, Flair were former champions, lost to Potato. Unchained's fault. Draven, a former champion, lost to Emrys Morgana. MintyClovers, a former champion, lost to Usaino, who has never been a champion. Emrys never been a champion. Potato's never been a champion. It is a rough night for former champions, and Sleepy has never had a good night in MPW. That's why they call him Sleepy. He never has a good night's rest. And speaking of champions, maybe former champions don't have a good shot, but Usaino, the current longest reigning openweight champion, had some success. Could one half of the tag team champions, the Mastodon Bonk, could he move on and potentially work double duty at MPW Presents Last Call? The first tag team to beat the tag team champions, the first tag team to get the championship as icons, the first icon champion or tag team, the tag team champions of Dragthulu and Bonk. Bonk did have a shot earlier in the season for that championship with a golden opportunity, but Flair thwarted it. And we have to always keep in mind and remember that Glitchy has that golden opportunity locked and loaded still for the Idol Division Championship, currently held by Rize. 308 days Rize's held the championship. Bonk is a former Icon Division champion, former Openweight champion, and now a tag team champion, making himself a Grand Slam champion, as they say. Was the first ever person to become a Grand Slam champion in MPW, as well as the first person to ever say that they became Grand Slam champion with their friend on their side at the exact same time. Dragthulu, also a Grand Slam champion, former Openweight, former Icon, and a tag team champion. These two have done it all in MPW. The only thing they haven't done is win the 30-man participant battle royal for the championship. This is not going to be an easy match for Sleepy, going up against someone like Bonk, who is just so dominant in most divisions. The Super Naiyan looking to get another title, another notch on his belt, if you will, here tonight. But of course, the third and final suspicious member, nefarious member, could throw a wrench in either of these two's plan to win the match. You never know what to expect. I would say, personally, that someone like Emrys winning the match earlier in the evening was a complete upset when going up against Ayasu and Draven. Speaking of former champions, the former longest reigning, or actually, I think he's still, he is still the longest reigning, tied for the longest reigning with FlairZero, I believe. 140 days as champion. Zarataro looking to get that championship back and have another legendary run. Can Zarataro do it? This has got to be the most star-studded match we've had so far tonight in this Battle Royal tournament, I guess you could say. This collection of Battle Royals. I mean, former two-time Iconovision champion Bonk, the longest reigning former Iconovision champion Zarataro, and a two-time champion in SleepyPengu. Sleepy with a combined total of 77 days as champion, where Bonk combined total... Oh wait, Bonk's only a one-time champ? It looks like Bonk's only a one-time champ with a total of 70 days as the champion. Bonk actually lost to Zarataro for the championship, leading to his legendary reign. Frankensteiner to Bonk, as we got to focus back on the action. We'll see how much these guys focus assaulting each other. Oh my god, inverted brainbuster thing. We're going to see how much these guys focus on actual combat instead of eliminations, as Bonk immediately goes to the elimination on Sleepy. Nearly taking him out. Sleepy, like I said, stops in there. Bonk tries again to get that shoulder tackle, doesn't quite connect. 180 belly to belly. Chops. Bonk once again lining up. Zarataro doesn't send him over, though. Drop kick by Sleepy. Kip up from Zarataro. Back up. Knee to the back. Trying to control the pace of the match, keeping both of his opponents down. Trying to get Bonk onto the Rosa. Bonk will not allow it. Sleepy was going for a German. It looked like maybe it didn't work. Now taunting his opponent with his wrestling prowess. Underhook, butterfly, powerbomb. Zarataro with a crazy drop kick from across the ring. Hurricane Rana. And a snap dragon suplex. Sending Sleepy into the air. Zarataro looking for something, doesn't quite find it as Bonk gets some leg kicks in. And now just picking him up to toss him into the mat. Straight in the center of the ring. Sleepy's looking worse for wears under the rope. Sending Zarataro. No, Zarataro reverses. Now Sleepy trying to get a little bit of offense of his own onto Bonk. Go to Sleepy right on the long face of the horse. Zarataro, Kaiju, killer! Zarataro again controlling the pace of the match. Corner powerbomb, kip up by Bonk, off the ropes, caught with a crossbody. Off the ropes, crossbody again. Sleepy gets sent over the knee of Bonk. One half of the tag team champions standing tall, sending Sleepy onto the ropes. Could we see a potential elimination? No! Sleepy gets that elbow, sending Bonk up and over, nearly eliminating him. DDT by Zarataro. Bonk still on the outside. But Zarataro wastes no mind. Ham, thank you, ma'am. Nobody's home. Chops again in that corner. Everybody's been chopping tonight. Woo! You can hear it reverberating around the arena. Ooh, and a chop. Throws him off. An unexpected throat chop. Double hook German. And Zarataro feel like that's a move. I don't know what that move is though. I feel like it's a move though. Spirit or beam clash. Beam clash by Bonk. Boots to the face. Off the rope. Big boot by Bonk. Sending Sleepy onto the ropes. Eyeing him up once again. Not going to eliminate him. DDT by Zarataro. Kaiju. Killer off the ropes. Zarataro setting Sleepy up and over. Shoulder tackle misses. Maybe go for another opportunity at it. No. Gonna send Sleepy back into that corner. Gets his legs up. Oh, spinning. Somersault heel kick. Putting Bonk into a submission hold. Holding his own. Bonk trying to get away. There are no rope breaks in this match because you can't win. Via submission, sending Bonk off the ropes. Basement dropkick doesn't miss, and a smack to the face. Zarataro and Bonk maybe looking to work together here. Double suplex. Sleepy just can't get a break when it comes to getting double teamed in multi-man matches. Float over Dragon suplex. On his shoulders go to Sleepy. Picking up Bonk. Pulling him closer to the ropes. Not going to eliminate him, though, which is the objective of the match, just in case you guys are unaware. Hurricane Rana. And now Bonk's turn to get Zarataro. He's going to tie him up in the ropes as well. And now Zarataro and Sleepy are going to work together. Russian leg sweep. Fisherman suplex. Soup. Sleepy going for, I think, his third. Go to Sleepy. Go to Sleepy. Everybody in this match is going to have considerable head trauma after this one. Oh, beam clash broken up. Sending Bonk off the ropes, over the knee. In the corner with Zarataro. Beam clash connects this time. Sending Zarataro up and over the ropes. Butt slide, no! Zarataro holds on. One of the only chances for an elimination thwarted so far. Butterfly takeover. Beam clash again countered. Sends Bonk into the corner. Ring screw leg whip. Sleepy's going to pull him to the rope, but will he even attempt to eliminate him? No, he will not. The object of the match is to get your opponents onto the floor, out of the ring, onto the floor. Both feet have to be touching. There he goes, up and over. Sleepy, like I say. Close. Oh, I thought the clothesline was going to send Sleepy over. Sleepy holds on. Kaiju Killer dodged. Bonk's been eliminated. Belly to belly. Sleepy sending Zarataro up and over, and Sleepy The first former champion to pick up the win. I think I just had to remind him. But Sleepy looking for his third. In your main event of the night, Sleepy will be joining Potato. And next week, we'll find the two more icons that will be joining them, as well as the idols that will be joining Emraspor, Ghana, and Usaino. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm Masu Pro Wrestling 10, and we will see you guys next week. Stream's not over. How's it going, Jimmy? I'm gonna see, because for some reason it seems like the masculine characters in this game are, for some reason, having issues eliminating people. And I'm wondering if it's the mod. Well, everybody seems to be having an issue with eliminating each other, but it's probably the game, but I'm wondering if it's the mod messing it up at all. So I'm going to actually turn off the mod because we don't need it until the Openweight Championship match later. And I'm pretty sure we can do something else for those matches, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, it's really weird. And the first match, if you guys missed it, was really weird because, like, it was not, they were not playing, let me see, actually. Yeah, there's a Battle Royale option, okay. The first match that we did, for some reason, there's no triple threat Battle Royale option, right? Oh. Maybe it's just not built in triple threats, but the first match we had, Unchained eliminated himself with Flair by doing a move that sent them both to the outside. And so it was a little bit strange. I'm going to run the 3-minute ad real quick. I'm just setting up the matches. You guys will literally miss nothing, so see you guys in a bit. I will not start the matches until it's over. Just to end the or what are they called? Pre-rolls. New man, new me. Better watch out. You can never see me. Anyone who betrayed, I'll wipe them out like a plague. How are you doing today, Jimmy? Jimmy. Sorry. Sore AF and playing Minecraft. Damn, I'm sorry that you're sore. I'm doing all right. I'm honestly not really feeling super great, but I'll live. I'm hoping to hang out with some friends tomorrow, so I'm hoping I feel better tomorrow. We'll try to get some sleep tonight. We'll see how the game wills it, but I'm kind of hoping for a shorter stream tonight. I'm seeing you raining, and I feel home, and I put me on my knees, and I'm feeling. Son, it's a rough life. Literally everyone I know is sick right now. Hope you feel better. I hope so too. I hope so too. Wait, let me see this. Let me see. We should be back from ads. That should be all set up. So we'll load up the next match. Being subbed during ad breaks because I'll hear you just like sing to yourself. Yeah, the ad breaks are just. I mean, the ad breaks are like every break in between. But if you're subbed, you get to enjoy not seeing the ads for a bit. Alright, let's get into the first match of the second show. Oh. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington, and tonight we are continuing our triple threat three-way battle royals to determine who will get in the four-way battle royal for the #1 contendership at MPW Presents Last Call. Someone that almost had an opportunity at that championship recently, Rocky, former Idol Division champion, one of the longest reigning Idol Division champions of their time. Rocky held it for 93 days as champion, which has since been eclipsed, the former longest reigning, since been eclipsed by the current champion Rize, which would be 315 days, I believe. It might not be exactly that. It would be like 313 maybe. So it's roughly around there, but over 310 at least. Rocky, one of the most dominant idols in the division, I feel like, still, but just can't quite get that main championship push. That is what they're looking for here. And their the second member of this three-way battle royal is none other than the second behemoth herself. Another spooky character, and one of the reasons why I have my own booth up here and don't have to be down there with the French-Canadian commentators table. It is ShmeepsWorld, excuse me, BeepsWorld. We saw Empress Morgana make their way to the battle royal, the fatal four-way battle royal already. If BeepsWorld gets there, Empress might have an ally in that final #1 contenders match, which could lead them to going to working together to get those eliminations. Empress might just work on the back of BeepsWorld if BeepsWorld can pick up a win here. The unnerving aura that radiates off BeepsWorld, filling the arena as the hairs on my arms stand up. This woman makes me feel uncomfortable, and the scar that she gives me that she gave me almost a year ago, burns. If you're new to the program, I did have a short stint in MPW. I went in the 30-participant Battle Royal, and we may see myself again this year. But I was #1, and I had to go up against number 2 MintyClovers at her debut, and it was not pretty. But of course, I'm a professional. I'm going to put my feelings aside. And put my feelings aside and commentate unbiasedly. And the third and final member is someone who is not that scary, but equally terrifying, especially Therese, holding the golden opportunity for the Idol Division Championship. GlitchyBasturds looking to earn a shot without using the golden opportunity. Of course, if you don't know what a golden opportunity is, it is a briefcase, and inside that briefcase you have an opportunity to cash it in anytime, anywhere in an MPW arena, and you will earn a title shot for your respective division. Glitchy won this many, many months ago and still has been holding on to it. We saw Bonk use his to no avail, but Glitchy has been holding on for the perfect time to strike. Anytime, anywhere, cash in an MPW arena. Earn yourself a big win. Pop up. Glitchy immediately big booted out by Rocky. Absolutely wasting no time. Like I said, one of the most dominant idols in the division today, like it was nothing. A boot to the face, over the top rope, sent to the floor. Rocky is about to show us exactly why they were the former longest reigning champion. Could be the biggest threat to Rize's title reign, sending MintyClovers tip toss. Rocky going up to the top rope. And just like that, you could win the match and lose the match so quickly. Double axe handle crowns him. Reversal by MintyClovers. Right hand. The bionic arm of MintyClovers. Suplex. Trying to hold on, but Rocky slides through and gets that knee. Working over the knee. Drop kick. Sends MintyClovers into the corner. Another big boot by Rocky. Taking out two of the largest members in MPW. Some of the biggest opponents. Earning themselves a very quick win. Rocky showing you exactly how it's done. Big boot to the face, sent over the top rope, and Rocky is moving to the #1 contenders match with Emrys Morgana and Usaino. The quickest match of the night. No fanfare. Nothing. Rocky takes everyone out and is looking for that championship with more intensity than ever as we'll move on to the next match of the night. Another triple threat battle royal. So either the mod really did fuck up everything, or it was a coincidence that Rocky just fucked everybody there. We'll see how the icons do it. What a match. Rocky heard me say I wanted to try to end early. Or not end early, but have a shorter stream, and said bet. Alright, let's get into the next match of the second match of the second show. Ooh. After that quick match, I don't know how you follow up, but the Icon Division is looking to get their third member. And it's going to be Dobby. During the reign of Zarataro, Dobby put in an effort and nearly dethroned Zarataro before he could become the 140-day reign champion. and since then has struggled to keep that momentum. But you could use it at any point. You can get this momentum and keep it at any point. The hardest part is just going out and trying, and that's what Dobby does every day. We saw Rocky, they dangled the brass ring in front of Rocky and they grabbed it. Can Dobby do the same? Could night 2 of this collection of battle royals be the night where everybody gets instantly eliminated? One of the fastest matches I think we've ever seen in MPW. And now we were talking about Ayasu maybe having a red herring or a plant, or Rize having a plant or red herring in Ayasu in the previous triple threats last week. Of course, they didn't work out for them, but could it work out for the Coalition, the newly crowned Iconovision champion, Greg, and his best friend, Aber? Aber had an insane debut in MPW during the 30-participant Battle Royal and nearly won it, eliminating so many people. This could be Aber's match to win it. Moving to the number 1 contenders match, Aber could potentially make it all the way and face their best friend, Greg. Another tough match for anyone that isn't a massive, hulking monster. But Rocky proved that you don't gotta be big to win. Not to say that Rocky is small by any means. The second member of this match, who will join Potato and TheSleepyPengu. His tag team partner didn't have much luck last week. Will Dragthulu have it and become the first ever first ever double champion? One half of the tag team champions, Dragthulu. Dragthulu, a one-time champion with 70-day title reign. One defense, the first champion in MPW history to defend the championship. First Iconovision champion, I should say. The two before him did not. Dragthulu might be working double shifts at last call, maybe even a triple shift at last call. If he's in the 30-participant Battle Royal as well, he might have a long day if he wins this match. But anyone would do it for the opportunities that it provides. Dragthulu, Aber, and Dobby. A mixed bag for sure. I don't know who really has the edge here. The only former champion is Dragthulu. One-legged drop kick. Kick to the gut. Takedown by Dragthulu. Sending a bear off the ropes with a stiff kick. Right to the abdomen. And a swinging neck breaker by Dobby takes the former champ down. We haven't seen too much luck for former champions Big Boot in the Icon division. We'll have to see if that continues. Single leg drop kick. Dragthulu policing the ring. Clothesline gonna take his time with a bear. Really work him out, control how fast they're moving with that third clothesline. And Dobby running through him. Big boot as well from the bear. And now a bear, ooh, I thought he was tying him up, grabbing him by the knee. Shining Wizard doesn't connect. Powerbomb lifts up, reversal by a bear. Dragthulu and Dobby gonna try to work together, but they gotta first put their heads together by a bear. Two heads are better than one shoulder tackle again. And a Northern Light suplex by Dobby. No one's letting anyone get an inch of offense as Dobby pushes Dragthulu into the corner. Crucifix or something. Dobby sending a bear off the rope. Shoulder tackle, tries to send him over. Doesn't go his way. And now the bear is just mauling Dobby. Biting at the face of Dobby. That is a wild animal, and you are being reminded right here. He may look fun from a distance, but in the ring, he is a monster. Suplex. Dragon suplex. And now German suplex. We're in suplex province. And the premier is Dragthulu. May have spoke too soon as the bear sends him up off the ropes. Kick to the back of the head. A devastating blow from a bear. Sending Dobby up and over. And good night, Dobby, a bear. Showing just how good he is in this type of match. The bear losing his mind, banging his head against the turnbuckle with anticipation. Gets caught, though, with a backstabber into an abyssal tombstone by Dragthulu. And now Dragthulu goes to the kick a little bit too short. Dragthulu picking up the bear on his shoulders, leaving him to dry. Couldn't hold him all the way over the ropes. Trying to send him into the corner. And now, Dragthulu, what is he looking for? I thought maybe an elimination, but no, gets that knee up to the ribs. Got the bear up against the ropes here. And a big stomp, big boot to the chest of a bear. Abyssal tombstone number 2, sending him for a ride, plants him. But this does not work. If you expend too much energy at the expense of your opponent, there he goes. Dragthulu knew exactly that there was blood in the water. And Dragthulu is going to move on to the fatal 4-way. Picking up where his friend left off. Looking for his second championship. Second Icon Division championship. Dragthulu moves on as we will move on to see, we will move on to our next match and see the last member of that four-way battle royal. Now, I hope that you prepared, 'cause there's no getting out. You can feel the energy, dark as a cloud, electrified by panic, terror, and doubt. You cross me and you'll learn quick, the hard way, that I'm not one to mess with. I got a mind and my mind's full of mean tricks. And I'll hold your nightmare. Little did you know that I like fear. You right there. Be afraid, you can be scared. Out of the darkness, out of the fear. Here comes the monsters waiting in there. Heart rate is rising, some call it scared. Okay, sorry. Let's get into the third match of the night. Also, I don't think it was the mod. I think the game just doesn't like triple threat over-the-top battle royals, but I couldn't make them fatal four-ways. All right, let's go. It is time to see who will be the last member of the fatal four-way battle royal. A former two-time champion. I think this is who I was messing up when I said Bonk was a two-time champion. I think I was thinking of this man here, MerlinGTB. The first ever Iconovision champion in history, with a title reign of a total of 70 days across both title reigns. Merlin has not seen that championship in such a long time, and we know that's been eating at him. That championship is like Gollum's ring. He is just drawn to that. He wants that. And with how La Primera has been distancing themselves with Merlin, I think this is the only way that he could get back in the good graces of Emrys Morgana. And speaking of former champions that want their title back, the one that dethroned Zarataro, Gaelic Angel. Gaelic Angel looking for his second championship. Looking to join Dragthulu, Potato, and Sleepy in the finals. And end this season 2 with another title, potentially just ending it with the title. Angel, a former open weight champion, former Iconovision champion. Angel had a very short title reign. Of about 35 days, I think. And another potential easy win. If BA Tycho picks this one, another potential easy win for Greg. Though BA Tycho very much fought against Greg for that championship. I think maybe the Coalition have some butting heads for who wants to be the leader. I'm certain that BA Tycho's happy that the Coalition has the championship in their ranks, but as the leader and the one that wants to withhold justice in the MPW arena, he'd probably feel much happier if he had the championship around his waist, opposed to one of his lackeys, for lack of better words. Though the Greg Nation has been celebrating non-stop since Greg picked up the championship win for the first time ever. Merlin, B.A. Tycho, and Gaelic Angel to start us off. Merlin going after Angel, picking him up. Flips him around for that scoop slam. Two beefy boys and a guy that would do anything to win, even at the expense of his own health. Single leg drop kick blocked by B.A. Tycho. We'll have to see how much Angel's high-flying abilities affect him in this match. It could become an issue if he goes off the top rope, messes up, ends up putting himself out of the ring. As B.A. Tycho and Merlin start to go at it. Back body drop from Gaelic Angel. B.A. Tycho sending Angel over the top rope, and Angel barely holding on. Right hand from Merlin. Back and forth, Angel. His life flashing before his eyes on the apron. And a belly-to-belly just drops him. Clothesline caught by Merlin and grabbing the throat of B.A. Tycho again. And the fist to the back, B.A. Tycho will not stay down. Finally, he gets a drop kick. Doesn't knock down Merlin. And I know Angel is frustrated that Greg has that championship that he held not so long ago. Angel has been very vocal on his distaste for Greg. God's last gift. No reversal by B.A. Tycho. Clothesline. Catching the God's last gift. B.A. Tycho, butterfly DDT! Merlin choking out B.A. Tycho again. Might collapse his airways over the top rope, and B.A. Tycho has been eliminated. No more Coalition members have any shot at the championship. Greg will not get a freebie. Angel and Merlin, the last two members to potentially join the Fatal 4-Way Battle Royal next week. Angel trying to wear down Merlin. Can't win by submission hold in this match, but definitely do a lot of damage with one. Merlin trying to maybe line up another elimination. Start for the whistle. One-legged dropkick again, swatted by Merlin. Has his number right now. Powerbomb, bouncing his head off each rope on the way down. Merlin, Shining Wizard! Angel trying to get Merlin up against those ropes, back and forth, ducks the punch, and now he's going to be seeing stars by Merlin from out of nowhere. Catching him in a Seeing Stars. Merlin suplex, tries to toss him over the ropes, doesn't quite get him. Would have been a devastating landing if he did. And now Angel gets Merlin over the top. I don't know how this is going to work, but Angel... Yo, Angel just eliminated himself. Angel tried to do the powerbomb, but didn't realize that both team feet touched the floor, and Merlin was the second to touch the floor. I said, would Angel's high-flying abilities affect him in this match, and I think he realized too late exactly what he was doing. And Merlin moves on. Merlin looks for his third. As we will move on to the main event of the night. Yeah, I think the icons are just stupid. To be honest, that's the second match that an icon has done that. So it's funny and interesting that the game recognizes that, though. Like, they have it hard coded that, like, it doesn't just like sequence break them and like glitch them out. All right, this is our main event of the night, of the second match, and then we have 4 more matches after that, I should say. Steady's always been defiant. I hope nobody hates me for this, but I'm just not going to do the predictions tonight. I'm kind of tired of typing them up, and I don't think we really have enough people for them to be interesting. So if you guys want them, let me know. But I'm not going to do them unless you guys ask. All right, let's get into it. Oh. The main event of the night. The Idol Division finding their last member to join Emrys Morgana, Usaino, and Rocky. And after that showing from Rocky in the opening match, I think Rocky has put a huge target on their back. But someone that knows a lot about targets, hitting them to be specific, that is Tyranno Maximum, has been hitting all the targets they can in MPW, but just slightly missing that dead center. Tyranno Maximum nearly becoming the Idol Division champion at Carnal Chaos, but unfortunately was unable to pick up the win. Ty's looking for that other opportunity. Another high flyer, so their high flying abilities could end up screwing them over. But I don't know if Ty would fall to that fate. Someone that's been pushing themselves so far to get to this point. Former longest reigning openweight champion of all time. Their record being broken by Usaino. And the next opponent, this person is from the Coalition, but won't be a easy win because they're not affiliated with the champion. It is Balloonist, B.A. Tycho's good little soldier. They have the one half being the Icon Division. They want that Idol Division championship as well. And Balloonist has come up so close, but just short on every time. And you know that's gotta leave a chip on Balloonist's shoulders. A mark on her nearly perfect record in MPW. Looking for that championship, a former, or the first ever Ultimate Openweight Tournament winner. Balloonist. And the final member of the Idols Battle Royal, ShmeepsWorld, former Idol Division champion herself. The second Idol Division champion ever, having a 65-day title reign, looking to get that second championship. We were saying the former champions were having a rough time, but Dragthulu, Merlin, two former champions picking up the win here tonight, and Rocky as well, another former champion. Could be Shmeeps' night. Last week might have been the night for newbies, but this might be the week for former champions. Tyranno, Balloonist, and Shmeeps, very high flying all around. We'll have to see. Ty wasting no time to get off that springboard clothesline. Shmeeps getting the right hand, rocking Ty. It's Ty onto the ropes. Balloonist. Moonsault. Inverted DDT. Dropkick sort of connects, doesn't, just barely connects. Float around DDT. Maybe trying to work with Blueness there is Ty, but Shmeeps fights out of it. Fights out of the hold. Blueness getting Shmeeps up into a power bomb. Sit down power bomb. And a crazy ass clothesline by Ty. Sending Ty into the corner. Right hand, and Ty gets the boots up. Don't want to stay there for long. Could be an elimination chance. Sending Shmeeps off the ropes. Bumps him. And a big flipping maneuver. Shmeeps off the ropes. Ty, oh, barely gets caught with that head scissor. Expert placement from Shmeeps. Bulldog. And Shmeeps now flipping Blueness right over. Shmeeps has not seen the championship. Standing Spanish Fly. Has not seen the championship in a long time. The last time ShmeepsWorld was a champion was Season 1's Episode 11. Or actually, not Episode 11. That was when she got the championship. Was at Season 1's Never Letting Go. That was very much over a year ago. German suplex. Nope, doesn't get it. Pulls him down, though, still. Hurricane Rana. And a forearm by Blueness, trying to get Ty into that corner. Something's happening there, but it got broken up. Sending Shmeeps into the corner. Ty off the ropes, nobody home. And now Blueness is biting. Oh, yeah, Blueness the vampire, I should say. Biting the face. Trying to grab some blood there. Shmeeps says, I'm going to flip the shit out of you for that. Just trying to get Blueness up against that ropes DDT. Gonna send Ty off the ropes. And one-legged drop kick. Sending Ty over. An expert. Beautiful combination by ShmeepsWorld to secure the elimination. Catching Ty completely off guard. Shmeeps in the corner. Revving up the discus punch. Blocked it. Suplex. And a scoop slam. Powerful scoop slam by Blueness. Blueness has Shmeeps up against the wall. Gonna send Shmeeps over, and Blueness secures their spot in the Battle Royal. But they are not out of the frying pan yet, or into the fire, some combination that works, because they still have to go through Emrys, Usino, and Rocky next week to see who will be the #1 contender for Rize's championship. Thank you guys so much for watching Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm Masu Pro Wrestling 10, and we'll see you guys next week. It's not over yet. All right, we gotta set up the next show. Yeah, I'm not quite sure what went on with that stuff, because it felt like, at first I'm like, oh, it's obviously like the mod fucking things up, but then didn't really feel like it. My innocence, and you know my intent. Now you better back down, cause game's got a mind of its own. I think the problem is because I had to make a custom match for that, so it's technically not meant to be a battle royal, but I made it so the win condition is over the top rope. But the game is like, well, this isn't a battle royal, but the win condition is over the top rope, so we're not gonna let you be able to do any of the over the top rope stuff. But this one should work better. We'll have to see. Oh wait, what am I doing? Oh, cool, the game crashed. Excellent. That's really helpful. I would say can't wait for that not to happen anymore, but it also happened in WWE 2K25 when I was making characters, the game crashed. I have no idea what's happening. I'll be okay. I don't know why I did that, but we'll have to change that. That's and then And then... yeah. Okay. Cool, we got the 4 matches booked. I gotta fix one other thing, and then we should be good. Knock on wood. Bars. Alright. Let's get into the first match of the last show. Thank you all for sticking around for me. This one's gone by quite a fast, considering we've had some matches that went for like 3 seconds and some matches that went for 5 minutes. Let's get into it. Oh. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm your host and sole commentator, Masu Pro Wrestlington. And tonight, we are gonna start off the night with MPW Icon Division Singles Competition, containing some of the losers during the Battle Royal collection that we were doing a couple weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, Unchained failed to capture his spot in the #1 contendership, eliminating both himself and Flair at the same time, giving Potato an easy fast track to the #1 contendership. What a stupid, stupid man. But some argue that this man is also rather silly, because Angel was the last two surviving members of his match 1 week ago last week, and eliminated himself with a rolling powerbomb off the apron, thinking last minute, realizing that he's going to touch the ground first, eliminated himself, allowing Merlin to get his opportunity tonight at the #1 contenders in the 4-way battle royal. So Angel is going to go one-on-one against Unchained, and these two have not really been working together for a long time. The two used to be called the Fallen, but since then I think they've had a falling out with their team. Didn't have much success in the tag division, haven't been seen together since. They used to think that power lied in numbers, but it seems they've given up that strategy, at least for now. Unchained versus Gaelic Angel. One-on-one contest. There are countouts, there are rope breaks, and there are disqualifications. So play inside the rules and have a clean, fair fight. With the ever so dwindling opportunities, you're definitely going to want to pick up as many wins as you can towards the end of the season to get those last big title opportunities. You don't want to be uninvited to a really important match. Angel pushing Chain out of the corner. Flips Chain around, hooks them both up for a face buster. Sitting on his leg as well, the damage. And dropped him on his face in the ring, drops him on the back of the head on the outside, and a DDT on the floor. I don't think Shane's going to be wanting to spend too much time on the outside with the first ever openweight champion. He was the reason we had to have the Falls Count Anywhere ruling. Angel makes it back in the ring, and Shane follows suit, grabbing him by the horns again, and another DDT. Dropping him right on that head. Maybe it'll do him some favors for a third time. At least it can't get any worse. Fourth time! DDT! Punishing Unchained off the ropes. For a little splash, hooks the leg. Kick out. I'm shocked the referees still know how to count after so many battle royals. They've been having the nights off. Forearm in the corner, kip up. Shane's back on his feet. Angel goes off the middle rope, drop kick, springboard. It looks like Shane's necklace might be tied around his neck. That's why you usually don't wear jewelry in something like this, but there it goes. It flipped around, smacking his head again against the apron. Gaelic Angel, God's last gift. Reversal chain rolls him up. Kick out at one, though. Shane has not done nearly enough damage to Angel to get a 2 count. Sends Unchained off the ropes, flapjacks him. And goes for another hook. Kick out at 2. Angel going all the way to the high rent district. What is he looking for? Flying forearm caught by Chain, snatched out of the air. Trying to get him on that shoulder, maybe. It's caught with a knee, though. That cut under his eye is not doing him any favors. Fall from grace, no reversal. Right hook. Spins him around on Chain. Chainmaker! In the center of the ring. 1, 2, kick out at 2. Chain going up top. Big knee drop. Nearly taking it back. The comeback from Chain, super kick. Caught. Grabbed his toesy woesies. Angel spins him around. God's last gift. In the center of the ring. Hooks him. 2. No, kick out at 2 by Chain. Putting Chain up onto the top turnbuckle. Chain spins it around, though. Getting back into the ring. What is Angel looking for? Looking to send Chain outside with a big thud. Angel looking to risk it all. Tope Suicida. Swanton to the floor, drop kick. Chain takes him down, though, on the floor. Palm strikes. Flurry. Bouncing his head off the concrete. Now stomping into his ribs and a forearm for his troubles. Usually it's Angel that's bleeding this early into the match. Chain sending Angel in the barricade. Taking a little bit of time to gloat, that ego showing. Fighting him into the ramp. 6 count, they gotta get back into the ring. Chain gets thrown into the barricade. 7, they might both get a count out here. I don't know if they care. 8. Chain's gotta get back into the ring. Barely making it in right before the 9 count. Off the ropes and a forearm. Angel once again looking to fly. Big airtime splash, hooks it, and it just might be enough. I think Unchained might be out of it. Kick out, barely by 2. Angel thought he had it, and I am inclined to agree. Chain looking in trouble as Angel grabs him for the fall from Grace. No! Chain again! Gets the elbows. Spinning back kick. Going up top. Was maybe going for the flying sheepdog headbutt, but no. Grabbing onto the arm now. Pulling it back, squishing the other one, putting pressure on both arms. Chain gets him in position again. Chainmaker! Angel is out of it. 2, kick out at 2. Back up to his feet, clothesline. Chain's not out of steam yet. A third one, no. Sweeps the leg. Chain is not out. Goes for it, tries to go for it again, I think. Gets countered this time. Neither of them wanting to get any offense on. Right or left hook. Off the ropes. Big leg lariat flipping. Angel 360. Chain on the top rope. Elbow drop. And Chain is looking to put it away for the third time tonight. Chainmaker! I think that's all she wrote for Angel. And it is. Unchained, maybe he looked like a fool 2 weeks ago, but he looks on top here tonight. The blood dripping from his face. With a big win over Angel. As we will move on to the open weight championship match, Usaino will be defending the championship for their 4th time. Can they beat the record of 4 title defenses? We'll see next. That was a crazy match. Okay, let's get into it. Ooh. It is time for the open weight championship match. Who will be randomly selected from either division to challenge Usaino in a Falls Count Anywhere Anything Goes match? And it is none other than the man that couldn't get through in his battle royal. A former openweight champion himself, B.A. Tycho, as the divisions will collide here tonight. Usaino will have to defend her championship, or their championship, excuse me, against B.A. Tycho. B.A. Tycho, a former openweight champion, 1 defense, 54 days as champion. But will it be enough against Usaino, who is the longest reigning openweight champion of all time? This championship is defended 2 times as many as a world championship and 4 times as many as the tag team championships. It is called the Blue Chipper Championship for a reason. There is no time, no rest for the champions. And the champion is here to defend their title in a Falls Count Anywhere Anything Goes match. Weapons are legal, and you may pin or submit your opponent anywhere in the arena. Inside, outside the ring, it does not matter. It is the Openweight Championship. And there they are. The Openweight Champion, Usaino, MPW's own Bunny Bean Usaino. This would be a historic title defense if Usaino can do it. Not only going up against someone like B.A. Tycho, who is just a mastodon, behemoth of a human being, you would be defending the championship for the 4th time. No one has ever defended the Openweight Championship 4 times. Can Usaino do it? The Gore Bunny Bean. This new side of Usaino has seemingly helped them reach heights they never assumed they could. And speaking of Usaino and this championship, if Usaino can defend it, they have a shot. They got to work double duty tonight in the Fatal 4-Way Battle Royal. Could become a #1 contender as well as the Openweight Champion. And could become the first ever dual champion in MPW history. Can Usaino do it here tonight? The Openweight Championship on the line. B.A. Tycho versus Usaino. The leader of the Coalition. If B.A. Tycho can pick this up, the Coalition will have 2 championships. And it's up to Balloonist to win the Fatal 4-Way to earn their shot and win Rize's championship. The Coalition could run the company. Usaino hands over the championship so the referee can show B.A. Tycho what it is all about, and it is the Openweight Championship. B.A. Tycho, Usaino, the match is about to begin. Falls count anywhere, anything goes. B.A. Tycho wasting no time for a fisherman's brainbuster with authority on Usaino. The power is definitely in B.A. Tycho's side. The height advantage as well. Height and weight advantage definitely goes to B.A. Tycho as they waste no time to go to the outside of the ring. Usaino showing exactly what these kind of matches are all about. Submission hold on the outside. Pulling on the back of B.A. Tycho. B.A. Tycho grabbing Usaino by the throat. And a gut punch knocking the wind right out from them. Grabbing the ears, but Usaino says hands off the ears. Float over DDT onto the floor. Concrete meets skin and bone. Crushing his head against the concrete. And again, gonna plant him face first once more. We've definitely seen a more aggressive side from Usaino in these matches. Once again, trying to wear down B.A. Tycho. I think this is an expert strategy from Usaino, knowing that they're not going to be able to outstrength B.A. Tycho and maybe not even be able to outlast B.A. Tycho, but if they can wear them down fast enough, it could be just enough. DDT again, floats over, checking the position of B.A. Tycho for a 2 count. Usaino nearly had that. B.A. Tycho, though, sweeps the legs. Back up, kip up. Basement drop kick. Doesn't connect. Chops lighting it up. B.A. Tycho gets DDT'd again. His head is not going to be feeling good in the morning after this match. I can't imagine it's feeling good right now, as Usaino continues to plant it firmly in the dirt. Sending B.A. Tycho into the barricade. He stops himself right before impact. Spins B.A. Tycho around for a jumping bulldog. B.A. Tycho barely slipping right from under it. B.A. Tycho gonna lean Usaino onto the barricade. And B.A. Tycho is looking to strike. B.A. Tycho is gonna send Usaino down the rabbit hole! Down the rabbit hole with their own move! 1, 2, kick out of 2! B.A. Tycho nearly stealing it with Usaino's own move, and now the knee strikes to the head. Usaino is in danger! B.A. Tycho! Strike after strike! Usaino back up onto their feet. Taking a relentless onslaught from B.A. Tycho, still standing. That's what it takes to be the longest reigning openweight champion of all time. Chops lighting up the chest of B.A. Tycho, one after another. Spins B.A. Tycho around. Bouncing B.A. Tycho's head off the concrete some more. B.A. Tycho's got to be feeling that at this point, stomping the wrist. And now a metal bat in the hands of the bunny. Swing and a miss to B.A. Tycho, and he knocks it out of their hand. Excuse me. Oh my God. Forearm. And Usaino into the barricade, and now Usaino's got nowhere to go as B.A. Tycho's got the metal bat in hand. Elbow through, knocking it right out. Usaino fighting to stay alive. B.A. Tycho reversed it. Right hand rocks Usaino. And then floats over to a big German, tossing Usaino across the outside, around the outside, around the outside. Kip up, only to get back on B.A. Tycho's shoulders head first into the apron. That's the hardest part of the ring. B.A. Tycho going for maybe a butterfly DDT, doesn't connect. Usaino float over DDT! Again connecting. B.A. Tycho looks a little bit dazed, and this is Usaino's opportunity to get that bat and whacking him in the back. Thinking that just might be enough. Enough punishment dealt to B.A. Tycho to retain the championship. Kick out of 2. Barely not enough. Going to grab the bat again. B.A. Tycho back on his feet, knocks it out of their hands. And moving to the unprotected ramp. B.A. Tycho gets spun around by Usaino. Oh, landing back and head first onto the concrete. Unprotected. On the ramp. Ooh, landing knees first as Usaino. B.A. Tycho floats Usaino over in plain sight! New openweight champion, B.A. Tycho, kick out of 2, gets the shoulder up. B.A. Tycho going for another one! 1, 2, that's it! B.A. Tycho has just ended the reign of the longest reigning openweight champion to date. B.A. Tycho is once again the openweight champion.
I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test. Expect nothing less, your check is on chest, what's happening next?
BA Tycho, the coalition takes another championship. Just a couple days, though, from now, BA Tycho could have the potential for having the shortest title reign, because on Saturday, just a couple of days away, BA Tycho is going to have to defend that championship at last call. We'll have to see, but most importantly, who will be facing Rize at MPW Presents Last Call? We're going to go into the Fatal 4-Way Battle Royal next. They gave him strong will, strong mind, causing mayhem. We control the airways, no negotiation. Yeah, so that's 84 days is the time to beat for Usaino. 84 days as champion. All right. How's it going, T? Welcome on in. Welcome on in. We're just on the last 2 matches now. I think that's definitely BA Tycho's second. Yeah, that's BA Tycho's second openweight championship. Good for him. Joining the very few that have had two openweight champions. I think Angel Garreth might be the only two. Angel's done it once. I think Drag's done it. I don't think Ty's done it twice. T hasn't done it twice. Rocky hasn't. BA Tycho just did. Angel, Glitchy, Bonk, Tabbycat, Zartaro, Emra, Shmeeps, Ayasu, Garreth. So Garreth and Angel are the only other two. Okay. Let's get into the second last match of the night. Oh. It is time for the second to last match of the night to determine who will challenge Rize at MPW Presents Last Call for the Idol Division Championship. This match is going to be another Battle Royal. Fatal 4-Way, and unfortunately there is no rest for the wicked when it comes to this business, as Usaino, coming off of a hard loss to BA Tycho, is going to be starting us out here. But could Usaino have that luck? There's been a handful of people that lose that openweight championship, immediately get a shot at the Idol Division or the Icon Division championship, and then they win it. Can Usaino have that luck, be part of that group? It's not going to be an easy battle for Usaino with the other 3 competitors, but I think they could do it. Usaino, 84 days as champion, the longest reigning, 14 days longer than any of the other openweight champions before them. Can Usaino do it here and become an Idol Division champion and defeat the longest reigning Idol Division champion, Rize? MPW's own Bunny Bean has one more shot at a championship before last call. Will they answer it? The second person to enter the match here had by far the quickest match to earn their spot in this number one contenders battle royale. Rocky big booted ShmeepsWorld and Glitchy over the top rope in barely a minute, if that. Rocky said, this is exactly what it's about. It's over the top rope. Both feet must touch the floor, and that's exactly what I'm going to get you to do. Rocky showing exactly why they're the most dominant, one of the most dominant idols in the division, but also they need to prove here that they can't, or they're not going to let this opportunity pass them by once again. Rocky has been in this position many a times where they have had that opportunity to get the championship, earn a title shot, and just fell slightly short. Can Rocky do it? And here are a little bit of the wild cards, or one of the wild cards in this match. Blueness. I mean, every single person, this match has so much star power, and everybody who got here deserved to get here. But only one can go home as the number one contender. And if I'm a betting man, which I shouldn't be because I'm a commentator, I should be unbiased, I feel like Rocky with that previous showing last week, I think that has got to be an outlier to show exactly what kind of match this could be with Rocky. So if Rocky isn't targeted by the other members of the team, they could just let Rocky run shop. But Blueness is a wild card and has come out on top in very unlikely scenarios. So I might go Blueness, but then you add Emrys Morgana into the mix, and those chances drastic go down, as Emrys Morgana is willing to do anything it takes to win, but there's a potential that she might not even try. Emrys Morgana and Blueness have never held the championship, as well as Usaino. I forgot that. Usaino, Emrys, and Blueness have never held the championship. But Rocky has. What will it take for one of these three to get a shot at Rize's championship? Though, you know, completely speculation-wise, you have to think maybe that the three that haven't had the championship yet, maybe they're not what will take to defeat Rize. It's all about getting to Rize, but once you're up there, can you actually defeat them? Usaino and Blueness going at each other. Rocky and Emrys started out. An EDT by Usaino. Rocky and Emrys trading blows as Usaino starts firing at Rocky. And a suplex not reversal, into a neck breaker. Hurricane Rana by Blueness, and now an armbar by Usaino. Hurricane Rana again, reversal, flattening them, sending them off the ropes. Rocky suplex Emrys. Everybody's getting a shot in. Of course, if you weren't here before, Backstabber, this is a over-the-top rope battle royal, meaning you have to eliminate your opponent by throwing them through the ropes. and onto the floor. If both feet touch the floor, you are out. Hurricane Rana by Emrys. Spinning heel kick. Catches Usaino. And Blueness now looking for the first elimination. Rocky was maybe looking to help, but decides against it as Emrys gets eliminated by Blueness very early on. They don't want to let Rocky run shop, though. Off the ropes, doesn't quite connect. Sliding knees doesn't take Usaino out. If I'm Usaino and Blueness, I'm going to try and devise a strategy to take Rocky out while also wearing down my opponent as much as possible. Back body drop. Needy T. Sending Blueness off the ropes. Or not off the ropes, but almost off the ropes. Sending Blueness into this corner. Chops and punches from Usaino in the corner. And just a big slap by Rocky. Uranagi to Usaino. Rocky got Blueness up for a lost and found. Planting Blueness. And on that leg drop to rub a little salt in the wound. But you want to be able to finish your food. Not just play with it. And that's what Rocky's going to have to remember. Because they might just get overwhelmed. Off the ropes and a big crossbody. Blueness finally making it back up to her feet. Sending Rocky over the top rope. But Usaino inadvertently saving Rocky. Rocky actually, well, nearly trying to eliminate again. Rocky and Blueness, a temporary partnership. Those knife edge chops by Rocky. Sending Usaino up and over. Blueness gets reversed into an uppercut. European uppercut. And a bulldog from Blueness. The Bat and the Bunny fighting back. Russian leg sweep by Rocky. Flattens them. Usaino gets Rocky up. No, Rocky gets the knee up. Counters Usaino's attempt to eliminate them. And now Usaino gets sent up and over. And it's Rocky and Blueness all by themselves. And Rocky hearing the voices in their head. But Rocky's gotta keep it still. Double stomp. Gotta keep it. Keep their head in the game. They gotta get your head in the game. Off the ropes. Rocky has Blueness right where they want him. Like I said, you don't want to let Rocky run shop. Blueness gets that shoulder. Stepping back through the ropes. Blueness staying alive. Oh, that big smack. Big boot. The big boot that eliminated both ShmeepsWorld and Glitchy. Narrowly avoids it once again. Narrowly avoids the Executioner's axe. Is Blueness. Trying to get Blueness back into position. Blueness will not have it. Trying to fight back, but can't get any offense. Off the ropes and a kick. Right to the cheek. Sending. Oh, getting the bites in. The vampire sucking the blood of the dragon. Ooh, that choke slam. Shitty little choke slam. Blueness in trouble. No, gets the boots up, skins the cat once again. Blueness needs to get some offense. German, double hook German. Blueness might be in trouble. Suplex. There's only so many close calls you can have before it's your last. Blueness set up against the rope one more time. Blueness gets eliminated. And Rocky is your #1 contender for Rize's championship. Well, you know, Rize is going to be paying close attention to Rocky and knows that they might are going to keep their lackeys or their fellow members of the Shogunate at her side for that match. Rocky's going to have an uphill battle, but if anyone can do it, it's going to be one of the most dominant idols in the division, Rocky, the Wandering Dragon, as we'll move on to our main event of the night. I gotta go fill up my water bottle in the night, then we can do it. It'll be super, super quick. Super. Okay. I'm back. Last match of the night. Let's get in it. And then we're going to look for someone to raid. So if you guys would stick around for the raid, I would sincerely appreciate it. Because it makes my day and everybody else's day. And you don't have to stick around for the whole thing if you don't want to. Alright, let's get into it. Oh. It is time for the main event of the evening. The Icon Division #1 contender battle royal to determine who will go up against Greg, the new Icon Division champion. Dragthulu could be the first ever dual champion. The current one-half tag team champion Dragthulu with his tag team partner Bonk could be the first ever person to hold both two titles at the same time, both the tag team and the Icon Division. Usano had the opportunity, but unfortunately fell short in both matches. Dragthulu is not unfamiliar with it to being at the top of the mountain. And we saw a former champion win the last match. Could Dragthulu do it? Unlike the previous match where we only had one former Icon Division champion, we have 3 former Icon Division champions. We have Dragthulu, we have Merlin, and we have SleepyPengu. The only person that hasn't gotten a chance to earn a title shot is Potato. He's the only one that hasn't had a shot or hasn't gotten the title. Could this be this new up-and-comer's time? He did get a freebie coming into this match. Potato kind of got a freebie. Unchained foolishly eliminated both himself and FlairZero. So Potato kind of walked easy to get to this point. Does that mean he's fresher or more inexperienced? We'll have to see as we get into this match. I could definitely see Drag picking up the win here. I could see any of these guys picking up the win here. This is such a hard pick because Sleepy is someone that is underrated. Potato is still fighting for that opportunity. You know what that drive does to someone. It pushes them to beyond their limits, and I think that's exactly where Potato is at. Potato may be the most inexperienced member in the match, but when it comes to different experiences, it allows you to think differently, and I think that's exactly how Potato works in this match, and I think it could really work. Not to mention that this man is a solid motherfucker. It's going to be hard to lift him over the ropes. And of course, SleepyPengu. Sleepy picking up a big win against Bonk and Zarataro to get here. Literally, I would say if anybody was the underdog in their match, it would have 100% been Sleepy. Had to go up against 2 of the strongest contenders in the Icon Division, come out on top. Sleepy just does it differently. And he is looking for his spot. Sleepy wants his 3rd championship. Sleepy hasn't had much luck with the Icon Division Championship, but it could be his opportunity. But of course, we were talking about drive and what it does to a man, and we know that drive is a dangerous drug. Success is a dangerous drug to men, and MerlinGTB is no stranger to success, picking up a massive win in his own match against BA Tycho and Angel. He got a little bit of a freebie there. He lucked out as Angel eliminated himself in the match. So can Merlin prove that he deserves his spot here just like Potato? Can they prove that they deserve their spots here? We'll have to see. Merlin has been wanting that championship since he lost it so many months ago. The last time Merlin saw the championship was at Last Call. Last Call of Season 1. We are coming up on Season 2's Last Call. Speaking of Last Call, Merlin lost his championship in that match, but ended up winning the 30-participant Battle Royal. Could we see a repeat champion of the Battle Royal? That's a crazy feat. But the match is about to start. Who will come out on top? We could see Merlin win where he left off, pick up where he left off last season. German suplex by Potato, sending him basically head first into the bottom turnbuckle. Sleepy and Merlin, of course, have a slew of history together, constantly getting in each other's way for the championship. Merlin has been a thorn in Sleepy's side for most of Season 1. Potato off the ropes. Ooh, somersault heel kick. Inverted suplex by Sleepy. Fisherman suplex by Potato. Back up clothesline. Potato standing tall in the ring. Like I said, we could see an upset. Bear hug by Potato. You can't win by submission, but you can definitely do tons of damage, as I always say. Power slam. A double axe handle, big hit. Inverted DDT by Sleepy. No one's been eliminated yet, but a lot of damage so far. We're going to have to see who's going to even attempt the first elimination. As we've seen a little bit of a trend, the idols are no business, no nonsense. Or no business, no nonsense. But the icons like to take it slower. Sleepy trying to hide under the bottom rope. Conserve some energy in this match. Inverted DDT. Running knee strike by Dragthulu, keeping Potato down. An abyssal tombstone to Potato. Dragthulu was the first champion to defend his title in MPW as the Icon Division champion. Looking to get that championship again. It takes so long, so many opportunities pass you by in your career. Sleepy trying to get Merlin up against the ropes now. Oh, Sleepy was looking for something, but Dragon suplex. Dragthulu got in the way. Running shoulder tackle from Potato to Merlin as they brawl it out in the corner. Sleepy taking it slow with drag. Bane-style backbreaker by Merlin. Sleepy's got Dragthulu up for a go-to. Sleepy right on the button. Drop kick moved out of the way. Drops him on his knee. Clothesline whiffs it. Merlin's going to send Potato into the corner. Merlin's focusing on Sleepy now. Tossing. Fall-away slam. Sleepy back and forth with these punches. Hip toss. Oh my fucking god. Inverted scoop slam. Oh, over the top rope. Fighting to get back into the ring with that forearm. Dragthulu sent up and over. Once again, stopped though. Whenever there's an elimination attempt, there's a part of your strategy that you want to keep someone in. Dragthulu was waiting to stay on the apron a little bit. Merlin going up to grab him, but there's a point where you want to leave some people in. There's a strategy to leave some people in to increase your chances or lower your chances of getting eliminated yourself, but also you have to eliminate people to win the match. Butterfly powerbomb and a jackknife powerbomb by Merlin. Sleepy is eyeing up Dragthulu again for the go to Sleepy. Dragthulu reversed it with a punch. Just caught him off guard with that. Crossbody, Potato eyeing up Sleepy. Elevated spine buster by Merlin. Doing as much damage as you can. Seeing stars to Potato. Scoop slam to Dragthulu. Sends Merlin over the top rope. Could be the first elimination. Nope, sleepy hold. Anytime anyone is over the top rope, someone just gets in the way. It completely ruins a potential elimination. It's an interesting strategy. Potato, though. He's got his own. Potato sending Dragthulu up and over the first elimination. The no-nonsense strategy seems to work for Potato. Now getting Merlin. I was looking to line something up. Potato gets caught from behind. Sleepy. Dragon suplex. Making it feel like Dragthulu never left. Merlin now. Powerbomb. Position to Sleepy all the way to the floor and eliminates Sleepy. German suplex by Potato. This might be Potato's opportunity. Potato trying to get Merlin to the ropes. This could be his opportunity. Potato for the championship up and over. And Potato secures his spot with 2 eliminations. The #1 contender for Greg's Icon Division Championship on Saturday. We will see that match, and Potato could bring home his first ever championship. Thank you guys so much for watching Masu Pro Wrestling. I'm Masu Pro Wrestling 10, and we'll see you guys on Saturday for MPW Presents Last Call. Honestly, getting Potato a win is pretty nice, considering that Potato really hasn't had many opportunities for the championship, and him going up against Greg is definitely an opportunity for him to win there. So, I'm gonna look to see who is up to raid, and then we will raid them. I already see a couple people, but I want to see everybody just in case. I never really get the opportunity. I never really get the opportunity. I don't know if they're ending soon, though, actually. How long have they been streaming for? Only 12 minutes. They just started. Awesome. Okay, I'm going to raid Pika. Please, 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 please stick around for the raid. And raid Pika. Pikachu. Friend of the channel. Lovely human being. Chuwu. Cute as can be. Go say hello to Pika. Wish her good luck on Repo, and I hope you guys have a fantastic night. I will not see you tomorrow because I'm going to be hanging out with some friends tomorrow, so probably no stream. Gonna try to stream on Monday. If not, see you guys next Thursday. Or actually, see you guys next Wednesday for me and T stream. Have a good night, everybody, and I'll see you guys then. Bye. Matane. Bye-bye.